never be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black. It is Black History Month, the one, the only man they call Derek.
Yo, yo, yo.
We are here for the AEW Dynamite review for February 19th, 2025. Derek, how are you, sir? We're going to have some banter here, I guess, to start.
Cooling. Just ready for this cold weather to be done with, man.
Yeah, this cold weather can go to hell. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yes.
I am being so serious. Like, it's annoying, man.
I mean, if anything, if you're going to be cold, get rid of the ice. Like, the ice is treacherous, bro.
It feels like it hasn't moved in days. Like,
oh, my God.
Can't shovel it. Can't.
Nothing.
Bro, I went to the gym today, and I had to, like, walk over, like, these hills of just snow. And I was like, dude, not even a pathway shovel. They don't even care anymore. Like, yeah, show up if you want.
Right, yeah. Because, at that point in time, you shovel it, it's disappearing in the next 2 hours.
You can only do what you can do. We got the Dynamite review in here. Lots of, like, we'll have a little AEW news. We all saw Ricky Starks debuted NXT. He is now Ricky Saints. How do you feel about the name change, Derek? I know you didn't watch his stuff, right?
Nah.
Okay.
It's okay.
It's alright to you.
Yeah. Saints after his name just sounds kind of weird.
With the S.
Yeah.
Because he's from New Orleans, get it? You know, the Saints football team?
I guess, but
he got some cool gear with it, though, like black and gold, and,
you
know, flip it.
Yeah.
Should be able to do that.
Sorry.
Best wishes to Ricky Starks. We were big fans of him over here when we were reviewing it. I don't know, Derek, do you want to say it one final time to our boy?
Ricky.
One time for you, Jocelyn. One time for you. Had to hit the Ricky Spanish. So long to our friend. I don't know if you're going to give him that same treatment in the WWE when we review those videos, but
we'll see what happens.
For those that don't know, on the schedule for tomorrow, we will be doing a WWE 2K25 interview with Brian Williams. I think everything is all set and good to go for that for tomorrow. I will do my best to ask questions. Please, if you are in the chat, make sure people don't badger me. And if one of my mods are going to be around tomorrow, let me know, because I want to talk to one of you guys so that you can help pick out questions. And we can find them a lot easier. If I have enough time at the end, I will try to sneak in a couple community questions. If I can. No promises. Don't say I ripped you off for your money. You donate. I'm telling you now, you took the chance to do that beforehand. I probably will post it and pin it up at the top of the thing saying, I cannot promise that I will get to every super chat. All right, so you heard it here first. If someone starts talking that craziness in there, you let them know, like, nope, he said it 3 or 4 times. I wasn't there. Should have listened, bro. Sorry. Like, he mentioned it. He told everyone. But let's give some shout outs, man, to people in the chat. Terrell in the house was good, man. Double or Nothing in Phoenix. Horrible decision, AEW. Terrell, I will 1,000% disagree with that. You had to move that show because someone came and infiltrated Las Vegas later than usual that Easter. Where were you going to go?
Right, yeah.
Maybe they couldn't get New Jersey. Stuff's booked up now. People probably do things different on Memorial Day weekend. I'm not mad at it. We'll get more into that in a second here. Jocelyn, what's good? It says Ricochet versus Swerve is wrestling's Kendrick versus Drake.
Agreed.
Thought it was a good one. Elite Easy said, hey, yo, like the vid. Appreciate that, E. Matt Lopez says, hello, good evening. Hope you all had a good Wednesday. Yeah. I was going to lie and say I did, but it's not really truthful. Rough day because of work and stuff. Nothing wrestling-wise. Jasim says, hello. Yeet. What's good, brother? XG Dubs, sup? What's good, man? Appreciate you. Eric Douglas, hi. How is everyone? I'm doing well, Eric. How are you, sir? Jasim said that street fight was amazing. Yes. Yeah, that's why we made the thumbnail. Jocelyn said she's on Twitch now. Being light-skinned and it's cold makes you angry. Indy is getting more snow as we speak.
Yeesh.
I'm looking outside now. Nothing yet. No more. Do we have a timetable for Sky Blue's return? She has to be healed up at this point. She must be just getting the reps in. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
Gotta be.
And limited TV time, one less show. Probably don't got to try to fit her back in. When you go out, they take you out of plans. When you come back, it takes a minute to get back in plans. Eric, I would say patience is a virtue.
Yeah.
Matt says another damn good AEW show. E said, "Oh gosh, restoring the feeling. Not my favorite thing." T-Fer, what up, fellas? Tonight's show was okay. A lot of people look like chumps tonight. Thunder Rosa, especially, something felt off in that segment. We'll talk about that when we get to it because I agree. Dynamite was something. Rob, what's good? Phoenix crowd showed they are ready for the pay-per-view. I like that they announced it on the show too. Like that was smart, I thought.
It was.
WrestleMania is April 19th and 20. Why does that affect Double or Nothing? Because it's in all right. So y'all, Big Daddy Kush don't like to flex the business muscles, but I'm about to real quick. Double or Nothing is always Memorial Day, which is right around the time. I have something special in my life that happens all the time with that. Well, if you've been around long enough, you know that's around my anniversary time. So when that happens, Derek, how long would that give you if you were going to go to Double or Nothing after WrestleMania? Easter to then. That's a month.
Yeah.
Barely. Do you think people are going to, in that city, go to WrestleMania and then go to Double or Nothing too? As expensive as shows have gotten,
yeah,
it's not disposable income anymore. This is something where I think AEW's got to look at it and re-strategize. How are you going to get people on a plane? How do you get this guy, Derek, to say, you know what? I'm going to spend $1,000 this weekend. I want to go on a plane and I want to go have fun at a wrestling show. Could it happen back in 2019? Yeah.
Yes.
Could it happen now? It's a little bit more difficult to make that type of decision, at least with the income that we're having right now.
Yeah.
It's not as easy. Eggs cost me $14 today. A 24 carton pack of eggs was $14 and some change. Come on, man. People are not gonna be able to afford that, man. So that's all I'm saying. It's a money lesson. Like, you don't have the money. No one's. If you fly out for one WWE show, that's the only show you're probably going to this year. Like, you have to think of it like that.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing the international shows. I'm not oversaturating the American market. I'll go to Germany. I'll go to France. I'll fill up a stadium one time and cool we go. The Raw tickets are crazy. I've told you. Dynamite ticket, first row, 100 section, Derek, $60 for us. Same ticket for Monday Night Raw happened in March 3rd, $325.66. I ain't doing it, bro. That's 5 times the price.
No,
I'm just being honest with you guys. We're getting Gabe Kidd on AEW. See, Gabe Kidd's a fronter. He said he wasn't coming. He's going to be there. Meaty man match. Deanna. Naughty. None of that now. Shame. Matt Lopez says the cold today was brutal. I was in the Bronx doing some work, getting up early, and the cold sucks. Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, it
does. Deanna, no bread, no water, just meat. Big meaty men slapping meat. What's good, B-boy? Extra meat. Hey, yo. Promo of the night, Toni Storm. She was fantastic. I did see someone say they should have gave the crowd roses in the front row so they could have threw them at her. Genius. Nice. I think that was Amy Nemedy of WrestleJoy. I had to give her credit because I saw that. Oh, I forgot about that. No, not a problem. Dude, listen, I just think about that stuff all the time. So it wasn't meant to insult. I come on here trying to teach. I don't even expect y'all to agree with me all the time. Like, if you think Dynamite sucked and I think it's great, tell me. Like, you can be honest. Right. I'll pose an argument or go back and forth with you, but that's what this is about. Do y'all do y'all know what WWE is charging for tickets? They have a week in Vegas for Mania plus Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and 2 Manias in the Indies in the area. Yeah, that's mad money. Conrad, get some chickens, bruh. If I had the room, I might. A half dozen is $7. It used to be half that. Yep. John G, King of R&B.
John G.
WTF, $14 for eggs. Where are you buying them from? They better give me the chickens. Yo, I'm just telling you, that's what they are in New York, man. New York State.
Man, I'm slipping 4 of them joints right out of the carton.
Yeah, whoever's got that Cora Jade name, you have to change that name. That's the last acknowledgement I can give you for that. Eric Douglas, who do you think is Tony Storm's Revolution opponent? Excuse me. We'll talk about that when we get to it. Yeah, we'll get into that then, because Derek had some pretty cool thoughts, man. The Midwest are holding on. The eggs are $7 here. Don't move here. I'm sick of y'all changing our climate. The mood is about to change. Tonight's show, man, we want to dedicate the show. I had failed to mention this a couple days ago, like 4 days ago. Gran Hamada, man, make sure you guys show love. This is a true legend of the sport, and this is someone who I think I should even know better. Excellent talent. Don't know who this is? Go back and watch ECW Guilty as Charged. This is the same person who has trained legends like Ultimo Dragon. He basically invented the style that we watched tonight and mastered it. So I just want people to know who this person is, show some love, honor Gran Hamada's career. Excellent person to just study and look at, and how he shaped and changed pro wrestling. So want to show some love to him. Dynamite, AEW news. AEW will be running shows at MGM Music Hall at Fenway. I don't know if you ever been, Derek, you been in the Red Sox Stadium?
No, I would like to go though.
Get out of here, man. Derek seems like one of those cats that'll be like trying to go to every baseball stadium one time. Just gotta knock this last one off my list here in Florida. Yeah.
As much as I don't care for Florida.
Yeah, well, listen, that's on you, player. Like, I ain't going there.
I'm letting you know now, Marlins. You're my last stop on the list.
How dare you? Not the Rays?
No, not the Rays.
See?
The Marlins.
Yeah. Getting into it, though, they're running this cool location, the music hall in Fenway. It looks really cool. Like, it's like a stage and everything. So I like that. I know they're going to have a pre-sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. But I like the stage for it. And this is the same show. Matt Lopez made me aware of this. That will surpass the number of episodes for Nitro. How funny that it goes to MGM. But, you know, I'm sure grifters will grift that day. And,
they most certainly will. And
do what they're going to do. I saw someone actually do that. And, yeah.
Boycott.
Yeah, not a fan, man. Matt, appreciate that, man. Thank you for putting that up. He was on the first ECW pay-per-view. He was. Beauty of Hall. Yes. It's only 3 years old. By the way, if you haven't watched Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, great show. Top 3 Spider-Man cartoon behind Spectacular in the 90s animated series. I got to finish the last 2 episodes. I'm going to make sure I get to that. Yo, E. Oh, I'm sure someone will come up with some crazy, wild excuse for when it comes down to it.
Oh, you know they will. You know they will.
They always find a way, brothers. Mm-hmm. They always find a way. Tonight's Dynamite. I don't have a lot of notes because I think tonight's Dynamite did a good job of adding on to Revolution and drumming home who some people are, what they do. Clunky moments in between, sure. But I think they did a good job of who am I? What is my character? Yep. What do I do?
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah, so we can start it off. Let's get into this, man. So this was the card for Dynamite tonight. Phoenix, Arizona Financial. Fantastic stuff. Hey, yo, where is I know I uploaded this earlier. I'm going to get it, Derek, because I'm mad. So we're going to start off with the opener, and I want Derek to kick this off. The face-off, MJF, Hangman, Adam Page. Derek, get into the opening of Dynamite. They started off with a face-to-face battle. They couldn't touch each other. If they did, like, something would happen, blah, blah, blah.
Right. So I have to say this is probably one of the best promos. Like, don't get me wrong, Max does his thing every time. We can't deny that he does, because it's pure gold when he does it. But for me, this is the best promo I've seen Hangman do in a very, very long time. See, I don't think most people will understand how I feel about this. I feel
they don't know the hatred that Derek has expunged upon Hangman. Me and Derek, I will probably say, for what, 2-3 years now.
Yes.
And it's not, listen, I will fully admit, on me, it's complete bias. It's over the Punk stuff, and I was very upset with it. But go ahead, Derek. I digress.
Same here. More so for me, it was more like that was just a soft move that you pulled. But anyways, my feelings towards Hangman and his promo work have always been harsh. And they've been very harsh because of how he presents his promos. Tonight was a better way to do it. When he slows down, when he delivers what he has to deliver to whoever he's talking to, it's so much better.
Stomach.
It is so much better how he presents it. Because when he talks slow, it doesn't feel like he's trying to rush everything out. And when he does that, it's beautiful. But then when he starts trying to stop, slow down. You don't have to do that.
Yeah, let it breathe. Like I said, what's one of my things I've always said about it, let it breathe.
Yes.
And I thought Hangman did a good job. What the promo did was MJF reminded you that first ever person to win a battle royal would go on to face the winner of Jericho and Omega, and they would meet in the finals to crown the first AEW champion. Who was the last person eliminated by Hangman before Hangman went to face Jericho? MJF. He remembers that. But MJF said, I didn't do too bad for myself. I got the Dynamite Diamond Ring. I became champion. I've done this. I've done that. And Hangman said, why do you say all your accomplishments like you're angry? And I love it. They reestablished who they were. They reestablished MJF as a scumbag. Mm-hmm. And he said, Hangman, what are you? Because you don't seem to know. And right. Hangman said, real.
Yes.
They get in each other's face, and MJF did the nastiest thing you could do to a person. Spit
on that thing.
Come on, Derek. Just spit on that man. Like, what are we doing? So then Hangman goes after him, and they pull him back, and MJF laughs. I still think spit's an assault, sir. Like, Tony Khan, got to do your job, brother. What's going on here with this?
Technically, they're not supposed to touch each other. But as MJF ran out of the ring, I think that left hand of Hangman Adam Page touched his back. That technically counts as you touched him.
Of course, they're going to pull this mess.
Suspension.
MJF will probably lobby for that. And they had a moment with Christopher Daniels. I feel like the fallen angel, I'm about to get real deep on y'all with this. I think he is supposed to be the angel on Hangman's shoulder. And he tried to be the angel that was going to fight him back, but now he's the conscience of Hangman Adam Page, which is, dude, I know you. You're a good guy. This isn't you. And I hope we're not like overly explaining this, but I was like, oh, okay, interesting. I like it. And MJF even knew he called Hangman Page the main character of AEW.
Yes. I don't think we approached it that way. I definitely feel like they did what they were supposed to do. I just need Hangman to deliver his promos like he did tonight. Yes, he had a couple spots where it sounded rushed, but when he spoke slowly, it sounded so much better.
Yeah, more of that is what I'll leave it at.
Yes,
more of what Hangman Page did. Rob said, "Is grifter the new buzzword?" Absolutely, it is. Usually, it's anyone who goes up against. Some people do it. They call it grifter for the like fake outrage against AEW. People who were talking about the ring. Why are you grifting, bro? What's up with that? it'll reach the point of cinema and aura for sure with me. But Grifter is real though. I do think a lot of people are just trying to hate. When you have I won't mention the show, but when you have a show that gets a lot of views and someone accuses someone of you shouldn't have said all that stuff back to Triple H, now you cost so and so their job, bro. Like, have your facts straight before you say something like that.
Right.
In my opinion, like that wasn't even. They said that the two people were dating and they haven't been dating for 3 years. So what did that have to do with anything? And you know what I mean? Like, people make their own decisions. So why are you putting that back on AEW? The discourse about the ring for Grand Slam, ridiculous, bro. I've never heard. Who cares? It was a fun show. Relax. It's a ring. I've never. If you pull out a digital ruler, you could see that it's this size. And I'm just like, I don't care, bro. It was a fun show.
Yeah, who cares?
Matt says this was a great face-off with Paige and MJF. Hangman has his moments, Deanna says. Yes. Soft, you say, D? The reason Phoenix is a bad decision for Don is The Rock said it best. They'll keep pumping. They'll be pumping beep up their veins. Man, listen, I got friends in Phoenix. Everybody ain't like that. I don't know if Rock's statistics were correct on that either, but wild thing for him to say. What makes what he says mean more?
Yes, it does.
I don't believe Jeff Jarrett had that person was scratched. I didn't care for it, but give that last run to him. That story might not be over yet, Jocelyn, but think of how many people were complaining about it. Okay, now it's gone. Are you happy?
Well, maybe. I didn't want it to happen that way.
Yeah. I don't get mad when things don't get booked my way. It's usually like, oh, you could have made this better. You could have done this. You could have done that. That's probably the better way to do it. That spit was nasty. Hawk Tua. Would you consider Hangman one of the pillars of AEW? Yes.
Yeah, he is.
He was a focal point from the beginning.
He is. It nothing takes away from that. It's just the disdain that I have for him for the situation that happened. And it was kind of like you were untouched, but everybody else got touched.
Some type of like smack on the hand or something.
But nothing happened to you. That's the only thing that I don't like.
Yeah, and I'm going to avoid going down the Punk thing. Like I said, one day, if we all want to, we should all just get on and do a huge breakdown of it again. It's the new Montreal screw job. I've told people that for years. Like, this is going to be forever talked about. Like, what could have been, what happened. Blah, 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 blah. It's what it is at this point. If you have Max and haven't watched the 2019 archive this year, this is your chance to rewatch. Yes. And on Triller TV,
Triller?
I hope that you guys took care of it, but if you order the shows on BR, they have moved them over to there for you. So that's definitely dope as well. Deanna said the fallen angel is the conscience for sure. I like it. I'm going to let y'all talk about that. Yeah, they do say a lot of stupid stuff. Rob said, but did you see the size of that ring? Dude. Come on, dude. I don't know if you heard Rob was going in on Clash on your boy.
Yeah.
Cope. Since when did anyone pay attention to the size of the ring anyway? Rock's too busy making WWE 2K about his cousins. He ain't got nothing to do with what AEW's doing. What are your thoughts on Moose finally appearing on NXT? All right, cool.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's a little late
in his career.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I feel like he's Mr. TNA. At this point, like
at that point in time, just stay where you're at. Like, because moving over to another company at this point in time in your career, it's a little late for me.
Derek, I'm going to go to you. I've given my thoughts about Grand Slam with Rob. What did you think of Grand Slam?
Grand Slam was fire. Like I didn't have. I don't think I had a match on there where I was like, yeah, I'm not impressed with this. I think every match was good. Okay. So some were better, but
I had a lot of fun with the show overall.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Matt Lopez says March 21st it'll be Mystico and Mascara Dorada versus Commander and Hologram and CMLL. Also, Konosuke Takeshita is heading to Mexico soon. Nice.
Mexico.
Nice. And we just put a link to our Discord in the chat. Also, make sure you check out me and Hubs on Mondays, Clash of the Podcast, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you guys are there showing some love. It's WrestleMania season, man. So come on over. We've been talking a lot of AEW lately over there too. So trying to sneak it in and give them their respect. So we saw Grand Slam highlights. Derek gave his thoughts. Undisputed Kingdom interviewed backstage. Kyle kind of gave an explanation about, I thought you were cool with the conglomeration. I am, but I'm also cool with these guys, and I'm with them right now. And tonight, Roderick Strong's gonna have to, break Orange Cassidy's back with his backbreakers.
Right.
Cool. It works. Moving on. We get to the first match of the night. It is the Ops, Never Caught Lacking, versus the Patriarchy in a trios match. Listen, solid matchup from what I've seen from this. Nick Wayne, to me, was the person to watch out for in this match.
Yes.
I thought he did a really good job. Very impressed. Derek saw he was getting the mess beat out of him, and Derek thought he looked a little gothic more than usual.
Yeah, he was on his little emo tip. And no disrespect to anybody who ventures down that road. No, all respect to that. I'm just saying that he
Derek, you venture down that road. What are you talking about?
I do venture down that road every now and again.
Derek's a fan of the Wyatts, and Derek loves the dark stuff in pro wrestling.
I do. So I have a definitive appreciation for it.
Nothing wrong with that. The Ops entrance was badass. R.I.P. to Nick Wayne's chest. Yeah, they chopped that man up.
Listen, Phoenix, they were loving the chops.
Yeah.
They were loving the chops.
He went for Wayne's World, and Hook caught him. Yo, Hook was on a little bit of a rampage in this one. Like, he went in, locked him in the red rum. You know what that spells backwards. And down he goes. They tried to make the save first. Kip Sabian got grabbed. The Ops don't play that. And then Christian goes to slide in, but he gets met by Samoa Joe, and he backs off. Christian, what a coward. He does this again. And that leaves Nick Wayne no choice but to tap out. So they move forward with this. The Patriarchy got caught lacking is the best thing I can say.
Caught lacking.
T-Ferg says, I forgot Christian still has a title shot. I think they're trying to make us forget that he has that.
Yeah.
Purposely. You didn't see him really with it too much tonight. But yeah, everyone has. I think that's the plan, though. I feel like that may come into play at Revolution.
Oh, yeah. It definitely will.
More on that later, dude. So after that, we find out that it was made official. MJF, Hangman Adam Page is happening at Revolution. Crypto Arena. It's going down. I'm looking forward to this matchup. This just reminds me of, like, look at how far we've come in the years. So we're going to put on a show, and yeah, you're going to be talking about this. So
yeah, this is a feud that I can really buy into. Again, like I said, Hangman, what he has done so far with this has been really good. I just need him to keep that stoic pace to his promos. It doesn't. I get it. He's like the anxious cowboy,
millennial cowboy,
or a millennial cowboy. God, I hate that.
You got me up here looking up the meaning of stoic, so I could question you about this.
Stoic, like kind of like nonchalant almost.
Yeah, this is hardship without showing their feelings. Yeah. Oh, so you're saying like pull back from the anxiousness. I got you. I got
pull back from that. Like just kind of deliver, like when you like, and I like that type of pace, like
stomach.
Yeah.
I don't know why when he said that I was just like, this man looks like he'll talk about a good chili.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But if he gives me that continually onto the pay-per-view, I can really buy into this.
Love it. Moving on. I thought this was going to be the main event. Shocked that they didn't reverse this, but not upset after how they played it off. So Hobbs and Big Bill come out for this. And in my mind, instantly, the thought was Powerhouse Hobbs has to win this because I feel like Big Bill and Jericho need to collide eventually over everything. And Jericho, I believe, had a promo before this. I didn't write it down, but yeah, he was there yelling at Renee about some foolishness, and he got beat by Bandito.
Right.
More on that later. I'm pretty sure at Supercard of Honor, Bandito and Jericho is the match.
Yep.
Going into this, we knew that Hobbs got hit with a backpack full of bricks. He comes out with the Raven shopping cart with all the weapons in it. Hobbs got hit with a sound mixer in the knee and a plumber's wrench. He's busted open, bleeding. Bill's busted open, bleeding. Now, they set up some steel steps up at the top of the ramp. They had that WCW, like, connected ramp. And, bro, he does the spine buster through the table, barbed wire on the table, Derek. You could see that he, like, wrapped his arm in the barbed wire. And then they counted him out at 10. So I think they were going for this street fight is so brutal that we have to stop it.
Yeah.
But at the same token, I was like, oh, there's no pin. And I don't think that was communicated well enough. So if you were going to do something like that, maybe we should have made it a Texas death match or something else different. But I'm not going to complain too much about it. Maybe they had to do an audible because Bill was supposed to be caught in the barbed wire and he's getting cut up. Not mad at it, though.
No, it was a good match. I think if it was executed a little bit better, I think we would have had a different result. Although I will say, I definitely feel like this should have been the main event because you were advertising that like it was.
I thought so. That's just me. Jericho versus Bandito is set for Saturday Collision for the ROH World Title. Okay, there we go. Got a Ring of Honor match happening on Collision. Let's go. Yeah, I don't have anything else to complain.
Nah.
Yo, funniest moment of the night while watching this show. Brian Cage and Lance Archer pop up on screen. Yo, Derek made me laugh so hard during this. We were in tears, bro. Derek was like, yo, my man Lance Archer's got waves. And you looked at his hair, and I was just waiting for him to pull out the brush like, yeah, what's up? What's going on, ladies? Lance Archer had waves. Brian Cage's beard is on 1,000. The black hair was a mess. He's looking like Wolverine. And they were like, Hurt Syndicate, we want to see you. And Lance Archer's like, you're feeling seasick, aren't you? From the waves. And waves you could jet ski.
Mind you, the context was different, but I just can't say it.
Yeah, you definitely can't say that. But yes, hilarious, bro. I'm coming back to that. So they're challenging the Hurt Syndicate, it looks like, for their tag titles on Collision. I don't know if it's a match on Collision, but I do believe they're going to possibly have a match at Revolution.
I think this will be a good match.
Yeah, listen, Hurt Syndicate's got this.
Yeah.
Jocelyn said, I'm glad Big Bill is getting a push. Big Meaty Men is fun, but I need him to challenge others on the roster. Did Big Bill get stuck, or was that how it was supposed to end? Big Bill
get stuck.
He put his arm in it and wrapped it around, so I think it was to protect him, so he's not eating a pinfall here. So that's okay.
Yeah. I think what should have happened is the cameraman may have panned down to him a little too soon.
Yeah, it was out of place because if you look real quick, he went.
Yeah, he wrapped himself in it.
Yeah, sorry to kill the illusion for anyone. I love that y'all got the waves up here. Brian Cage looks like Jake something to me. Jake something's actually hurt. I retweeted they're doing a GoFundMe for him. Look at who showed up. Jesus DeLeon. What's good? What's going on with DG? We need him to be cooking and in a feud with somebody. Brother, man, I couldn't tell you. I definitely think they need to put Garcia on TV and get him in the spot, though. It was weird. He was with Private Party, and then I think now he's like with 2.0. Like, forget that. Let's get Garcia back on the TNT Championship stuff. But I feel like that's been on Collision more lately. Yeah. Because, listen, you got to have people on Collision who are going to help build that show. And I feel like if you want to see Garcia, you're going to have to go over there right now.
Yes.
Let me see here. Also, Conrad, sorry, my team did your Chiefs dirty. Well, Chiefs aren't my team, so I know if we would have been there, it'd have been a more competitive game. That's why the Bills should have won.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Cray, what's good, man? Welcome. If you guys are in here, make sure you hit that like button for us, man. It helps more people see the channel. Appreciate y'all. Speaking of hurting people, Chris Bay is walking again. Yes, happy for Chris Bay, man. Love Chris Bay. Tony Storm cut a simple but effective promo. Derek, you had a lot to say about this. So did Ruckus. Ruckus mentioned like the differences in the song and the trons and what it meant. I thought it was a beautiful thing for him to mention that. It might have been on Blue Sky, so make sure you guys check that out if you want. But Derek, your thoughts on what happened here with the lights being out? She cuts the promo.
This was a spectacular promo cut by Timeless Tony Storm.
Timeless.
The fact that you had the strobe light pointed on her made everything black. Made the attention to detail on Tony Storm that much better. The focus was dude, I can't. It speaks volumes when you make the focus on someone like that after they just won a hard fought match, and seeing her come back, from hiding, well, not hiding, but staying out of the way for a little bit, just to build that tension, build that timing. The core focus on that, beautiful. Although I do have an idea that would be dope, but initially it was premature. It was premature initially, but I'll let him give his thoughts.
Derek thought Mariah May would pop out. No, you might as well finish your thoughts, man.
Okay.
Because my mind's just dealing. Listen, all I want out of this is I'm getting excited to see Mercedes and Tony Storm. I think that's going to be a big time matchup whenever you do decide to do it.
That will be. That will be. So this is why I thought it was premature. Having Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes wrestle would be dope.
You're building to that, though. That's an all-in match, maybe.
Yeah. So you build to that. But my premature thoughts of what the setting was is what would be happening later down the line. So you have the strobe light focused on Tony Storm. Lights out, everything. Now let's just say Timeless Tony Storm and Mercedes had their match built up to whatever, and Timeless Tony Storm is still the champion. Well, Mariah has been gone for quite a bit, right? So this is the promo that she has. What she gave us tonight is what she would have given us after wrestling Mercedes, to really cement the fact that she is the best women's champion in AEW, right? So you have the strobe light, the black screen, everything, lights out, boom. Well, what happens if you give this promo and the lights start to flicker, but not right away? It's not right away. It's just like a little bit here and there. Like people notice it, but it's not something that they go nuts about. But then they start flickering a little bit more, and everybody starts to like, okay, well, what the heck is going on? And all of a sudden, the strobe light turns completely off. The Contron.
Thank you.
Contron turns on, and all you see is blood dripping down the Contron. And then everything goes back to black, and then the lights cut back on. That, to me, would signify Mariah coming back for her revenge.
Which she could. And I'm curious now, because we thought that there would be maybe some type of blow-off match between them, because she only lost by small package.
Right.
And Tony bragged about that and made her puns and everything with it. But Matt Lopez says Tony Storm seems like she put out an open challenge. So I wonder if we get the rubber match with Mariah, maybe Indy Hartwell or Nixon Newell pop in. I don't know if we do that. I don't know if we will go with them.
Nix Mariah right now.
I feel like you have a lot of other things brewing that you can play into that. So you're saying get no Mariah for right now?
No.
who's the next best person then to fit into that spot? Like, you've got Mercedes. She's kind of doing her own thing. We're going to talk about her in a second, too.
Well, the next person I would say would have to be like Chris Statlander.
But see, I feel like Statson, she's got something going on, too.
She does. But I think you have to, at this point in time with Toni Storm, you have to throw the gauntlet.
You're just gonna let people just keep running in and just go for it?
Yes, like she has rebuilt herself, and she has the dominance right now, and that's that. Anybody who's in her way who wants to challenge can challenge and do whatever they're gonna do, and they're gonna lose. I think you use everybody to run the gauntlet until you get to Mercedes.
Okay. We got some interesting suggestions here for it. And I'm going to go back to your thing. Jesus said Willow. Willow has something going on too. And like I said, I'm going to talk about all these things here in 1 second. T-Ferg says, has Hayter lost some of the steam since the injury, or could she challenge Toni? I think Jamie Hayter's fine, but she's also kind of in a feud with Julia Hart. Right. Once again, we complain that there's no like undercard feuds and stuff, but we have them going on. Yes. It's just, are they every week? No. But they still kind of need to have a rubber match with them as well. Maybe you do a triple threat. Maybe that's what you go with. And dude, once again, I'm going to say this every time. I think AEW should be different. And when they do their 3-way dances, triple threats, whatever you want to call them, they should do them elimination style.
Yes.
Jesus says they should have Mariah take a break for a while and come back and feud with Monet or someone like Rosa in a non-title feud. They did just have her and Rosa, though. So I don't know about that. One more question. What do y'all, when y'all think we're getting Josh Alexander or Mike Bailey to show up? Because I think one of them should accept Max Caster's challenge. I do think one of them will debut like that. I feel like it would be Speedball. But if it were up to me, so here's the thing. Those people who just got released from WWE, Derek, I think Cedric, if they want him, and I'm talking about they being the Hurt Syndicate, go get Cedric. Cedric, I'm telling you this now, he's going to probably be the guy who eats pinfalls, but you can give him a little bit of a run to start, and then he'll be the guy who eats the pinfalls for the team. But you can still book them strong. But when you need someone to eat the pinfall, you got Cedric there. Now, I say that to say this. You need people for Ring of Honor. What if you had Speedball Mike Bailey injected into there and Fabian Eichner? Listen, it's not some demotion. No, but you'll be over there and you guys can help get some great matches going. We can develop some stories for you, and you will be a focal point, similar to what we've done with Athena. Put some focus on some people over there. Sure. I think you can use them like that. I know they want to be on the bigger show, but I don't know. It would depend on their attitudes towards it and stuff. But I think you got to get people there, because you got to think as a wrestler, Ring of Honor is not going to get a TV or a streaming deal. I heard they had one and it wasn't the best, but you want a great streaming deal for that product. You got to put people on there that are going to make it worth it. So what do you do?
Right. Yeah.
Just putting it out there. Didn't Speedball sign with NXT? Rumor is AEW. Same thing with Josh Alexander. We don't know for sure where they're going yet. They should put Cedric with Ricochet as a tag team and Kevin Knight to join Hurt Syndicate for a future young talent. You can still put Kevin Knight over there with them, but you could put Josh Alexander in there if you wanted to. It doesn't matter. You could. Hurt Syndicate doesn't need this. This is just a cherry on top of what they already have going on. They're fine as a trio even. But I'm pretty sure MVP's not trying to wrestle forever.
Right.
So I'm just putting it out there. Gabe Kidd's coming to Collision. Strap up. If you don't know who Gabe Kidd is, please, for everybody, do not give this man a mic without having the censors ready. Gabe Kidd's fantastic, though. If you haven't seen him in New Japan, highly recommend. Marina Shafir attacked Willow Nightingale. So we just talked about Willow Nightingale. I think she's going to be wrestling Marina Shafir soon in a big matchup. And Marina Shafir's kind of got some energy behind her. Maybe she's the one that goes up against Toni Storm eventually. If not here, maybe at Double or Nothing, or maybe at Dynasty. We got some shows coming up still for that. Then we get the Death Riders, Derek. Here they come. Jay White makes his way out there. He thinks he's got him. He says that he's going to take him out. And then here comes Pac behind him, walking up ever so slowly. Stop doing that, Derek. Stop doing that.
And then, he ever had.
Dude, I thought Rated FTR was coming. I don't know what happened to FTR. Yeah. Here comes Cope Cope comes out on this day, dude, and he's out there. Rob is giving me a new chant forever for that. He comes out and he basically chases him off. They go through everything. Moxley and the homies just take off. And he says that he promises he's going to take them all out one by one until they're all gone. And at the pay-per-view, it's going to be him, Moxley, one-on-one. So a promise was made. Will he deliver is the question. You got to keep watching to see what happens with that. Right. And Jay White still stood by him to see what's going to happen next. We'll see. Is Jay White still with the guns? Is he still with Juice? Like, these are questions I think need to be asked. Yeah. Like, what's going on with your group here?
I mean, at this point in time, with the guns being back, you would figure like they would jump in.
Yeah, but they haven't. So
maybe they're back together, but they're letting Jay White handle his business.
Could be.
But then again, even then, if you still do that, Jay White gets jumped by them. So why wouldn't you come out to help?
Right.
So it is kind of confusing.
Yeah, and I'm just letting my guy Byron Cutler know that was a fake post, brother. I don't want to put it up there and confuse people more. Jasim says Chris Jericho trying to be like Mr. Rogers with the whole miss the learning tree giving Chris Jericho. Yeah, I don't know where he got that from.
But hello, neighbor.
And ain't FTR said they were going after the tag titles too? Yeah, they did. So. But FTR versus Lashley and Shelton, that'd be fire, I think, man. Listen, I watched the Bucks in New Japan. They put on a pretty fire match. They were trying to get Naito going in that New Beginning show. And I think the Bucks could have something too. Put them damn tassels back on and stop playing. Like, I'm done with this. The whole Conrad's mad at the Elite, it's gone, brother. It's gone. I just do what you do then. Right. Like, get in there and do what you're going to do.
That's it.
I'm over it. And I think everyone needs to just be like that moving forward. Revolution on this day. Christian Cage music hits. Could happen. Is Buddy Murphy injured or clear to compete? We don't know yet. I know he was on crutches after he had that little ankle injury getting in the ring. Cope makes me laugh every time the camera's in his face. Cope be looking wild, right? Yeah, Rob put the account. They're fake. I recommend everyone block that account. So then when people send you that stuff, I'm like, dude, fake. Instantly. Willow talked that mess and got mopped by Marina. Yo, y'all don't dog my girl Willow like that. Willow's gonna be back. Willow might be the one who I think should beat Mercedes for the TBS championship.
You know, I can accept that. I can accept that.
Yeah, Willow's getting attacked. Yo, chill, Rob. Getting NBA centraled. Or settled. Buddy's on his honeymoon with the missus. AAA. Have fun.
Yep.
Mercedes, we found out. So we had that big matchup at Wrestle Dynasty, and Momo Watanabe won. And Momo has decided to challenge Mercedes Moné for the TBS championship at Revolution. If y'all don't know about Momo, this is going to be a fun matchup, I think. So Mercedes is going to get to go in there and have some fun with someone not on the roster. So I like this. Add something to it. She's still Mercedes 4 belts. She's got the Rev Pro Championship. She's actually going to be over there soon. I'm happy with this.
Absolutely.
Statlander and Megan Bayne. They come out. Solid matchup. Penelope Ford makes her way out. Interferes a little bit. Megan Bayne, best F5 she's hit.
Yes. This was a really good F5 for her.
Looked really good. Penelope cost Chris Statlander the match. They tried to jump her after the match. And like I told you guys last week, I thought this was going to turn into a tag feud. Here comes Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa.
They make the save, and it got awkward with like the chair and
really
what are you doing? Yo, listen, if she's coming in, y'all got to hit the ground. But I felt like they didn't want to hit the ground because they feel like their characters are supposed to look strong. Yeah. But then you can't have Thunder Rosa jostling with a chair with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, What are we doing?
Yeah, I think she was thrown off because I think she was expecting the same thing. Like, hey, you guys are supposed to take off.
Yeah, somebody wasn't given enough or taking enough. I don't know what happened there, but we got to make sure that that's fixed next time. We'll see. I think we're going to end up getting a tag match for that. I don't know when, where, how, but tag match probably incoming for that. Maybe even at the pre-show.
Yeah, probably.
Let's see here. On this day, John Moxley's going to lose the AEW championship. That's what Cope's coming for. Derek, do you want Cope to be the champ? That's your guy. Derek's edgehead, we'll say.
Yes. As much as I love Edge, I don't think he needs it.
So you're saying go with Moxley?
Yeah.
Or who I want to have win one time. Give it to Christian, man. Christian's been fantastic.
Well, the reason why I feel that Edge doesn't need it because I think we need one more tag run with Edge and Christian more than Edge needs the title.
Yeah, I think the goal is to get to Edge and Christian and what they're going to wind up doing. I don't want to spoil it yet for anyone who doesn't know, but you'll figure it out soon. At least I have a vision of what I think they're going to be a tag team. I'll just leave it at that.
I'd rather see them as a tag team versus seeing Edge as a heavyweight because I don't think he needs it.
Does Christian need it?
I don't think Christian needs it either.
I think he deserves a thank you though. Like
he does his
work.
He deserves okay. So he would deserve the title more than Edge because there were a lot of times he deserved the title elsewhere and didn't get it like he should have. Right. So I think that would be doing a service for him because he was disserviced. But I think the tag team route is what everybody wants to see because it's been so long since we've seen them together like that.
The Death Riders looked weak 5-on-2 and got ran out the arena. They're the bad guys. It's okay. They'll be fine. And they'll be fine. Trust. I think we need more Christian Cope reunited because at some point Nick and Kip will turn, maybe with Luchasaurus to return if he's healthy enough. Yeah, prayers up to Luchasaurus, man. I hope he's doing all right too. Main event time. So this is the International Championship Series. So tonight we have Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong. Next week, we are going to have the winner of this match versus Konosuke Takeshita, and the winner of that match will face Kenny Omega at Revolution. Got it? Good. Why is Kenny getting this match? Kenny Omega pinned Konosuke Takeshita in the match at Grand Slam. That's why that's happening. Right. There we are. Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong. I'm not going through this. Backbreakers galore. Orange is back with Jane. Orange gets the win with the Orange Punch. Life is good. Life is great. Before that, Max Caster said he was going to have an open challenge on Collision again. I'm pretty sure Max Caster's going to get his ass whooped. Yep. And Ricochet cut a great promo in Phoenix. I feel like this is a better thing to end on than Orange winning. I'll come back to Orange in 1 second. Ricochet cut a great promo with Prince Nana over the Jimmy Rave rope. It established the importance. Nana talked. He didn't dance tonight. He didn't do any of that. He came out to say, can you give me the rope? And Ricochet was a beef tonight, bro. Yes. Anyone who was talking about Ricochet can't talk, he held his own. He did. They were booing him. He said, I don't care. I'm going to talk into this camera. Right. And he did all his foolishness that he was doing. And Ricochet sounds like, you could say he sounds like a geek, a dweeb, whatever, but that's the point.
But it's working.
It's working. The glasses, he's just like, oh, I'm cool. I know what I'm doing.
Right.
And he said that he's going to win gold this year. That's his goal. He wants to win some championship in AEW. It may come at a cost, though, because I think he made Swerve pretty mad here. And I think we're getting another match at Revolution between them.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be one of them Lucha Underground style, let's go crazy type matches.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one that's going to have you on your seat from start to finish.
Right? Luchasaurus is good. He was here doing a convention during Rebel Weekend. Good. He said, aha! Little Jada for you. What do you think about the Hardy Boys coming back to NXT where they first started and facing No Corner Catch Crew?
No.
Hardy's made us pretty mad, Jassim, over here because they had a lot of good stuff going for them and they messed it up. Like there's no, oh, it's not fair. No, it was more than fair what happened.
Oh, like more than fair.
Yeah. Jeff messed that up for them. Do you think the Hardys should retire in WWE because that's where they first started? They first started in North Carolina, but yeah, I mean, if that's what they want to do, do it.
Yeah.
Do it, man. I think they're very close to the end of the road, so you decide how you want to go out.
If not, Jeff definitely mad.
Yeah, well, look at where we are with. We just talked about Edge and Christian. Look at them. Look at the Dudleys. Like, there's not a lot of matches and time left for all of them.
Right.
So, I think they should just have one match and then that's it. All of them can go out together. Yeah. If that's what they wanted to do. If not, then yeah, all three of them are great tag teams at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I could see Edge beat Mox and then Christian cash in and beat Edge for the title counter. That's what I think is going to happen too. Love the comments, guys. Thank you for that. Yeah, so Ricochet basically bullied Nana and said, yeah, take it from me if that's what you want to do, because Ricochet's soft. Jocelyn said it best. This is Drake and Kendrick, bro. Like, you're being soft, bro. Why are you threatening a manager? Like,
right.
We know you do something then, say that to Swerve. So that's what we're looking forward to. Back to this. Roderick Strong loses to Orange Cassidy. Orange Punch for the win. Tony Schiavone's in the ring. He goes, I was waiting for you to do your Orange. Successful, said that he could become one of the greatest international champions of all time. Here comes Don Callis. Mark Davis and Konosuke Takeshita put a beat down on Orange. Stomp him out because that's what they do. And then Kenny comes out to make the save. The building erupted for Kenny Omega. Yes. They heard the battle cry music. Yo, I need that music. Like, that is fantastic. He came out, did his moves, got everybody hyped, and made the save for Orange. And that's how we go off the air. Solid show. I don't have any complaints. I'm not saying like, yo, quadruple thumbs up. Like, yo, 6.8 out of 10 for me. Like, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, it was definitely a pass. Nothing spectacular, but it was definitely a pass.
Yeah. NXT running the same arena where Hobbs challenged Mox. Yeah, not surprised by that. I don't want Swerve versus Ricochet to end. This thing between them has been, no, cinematic. I like Ricochet as a heel. I also prefer Undisputed Era as heels. Cole as a face never worked for me. I'm okay with Cole as a face to an extent. I feel like Cole as a heel works better, though. T-Ferg, if you ask me my preference, I don't know if you feel the same.
No, I do. I think when you listen, it's the same thing with Cole and Hangman. When Adam Cole is a face, his promos are rushed.
Oh, Matt brings up a good point. How do we feel about Ian on commentary tonight?
I'm okay with him. At first, I'm like, who is on commentary right now? I didn't know it was him. But I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Thank you for putting the socials in there. What do you think about the Juggernaut Jordan Grace on NXT? Ego, Ricky Saints. Jordan Grace, cool. Yeah. Happy for her. I feel like she doesn't need to be there.
Yeah, no, she doesn't.
Ethan Page. NXT is not my show. Listen, I'll say this: NXT is better than SmackDown, but NXT still isn't my show. I watch it from time to time when I have some time. Was Rocky Mountain Wrestling Cornette? Was the Hardys manager? No, Smoky Mountain was Cornette's thing, but that's where Smoky Mountain occurs. Hardy's manager was Doc Hendricks. I heard Ian, he's good. We like him. What about their aura? Is it bussin' or are they cooked? Bussin'. Yeah, we got Double or Nothing happening Sunday, May 25th, Glendale, Arizona, at the Desert Diamond Arena. I don't know how big that is. Hold on, I got the phone right here. We're going to go to the young interns walking around here. What is it called? The Desert Diamond Arena? This better be a casino. Oh, it is. Stupid. I was like, yep, there it is. How many people does it hold, though? This is up here telling me how much money it costs. Oh, it holds 20,000. Yeah, yo, bust it open, man.
Yeah, why not?
Arizona, show up, man. Y'all getting Double or Nothing. You're getting the first Double or Nothing out of Vegas. Let it happen, man. I'm happy for him.
Right. Take it in full stride.
Oh, look at this guy. He was beating us already to it. Yep. Daddy Magic and Cool Hand Ange going for the trios titles on Collision. Conrad, let's get DG double champions. Put them on them. Yeah. Put them on my boy Daniel Garcia. Is Moose clearing the way for Tessa? Yo, you don't want our thoughts on that.
Yeah. This would have to be uncensored if you want that answer.
Yeah, we do not deal with that. But Double or Nothing, man. Hopefully, I don't know if we'll be able to do a review. I know I'm going to be down and out for a little bit, and right around this time is when things are going to be getting weird for me as far as scheduling things. I won't bore you guys with that right now. Tomorrow, got the WWE 2K25 interview with Brian Williams. Make sure you guys come on in and check it out. If you guys are in the chat, warn people. Mods, if someone's available tomorrow night at like 7:15-ish, it probably won't be for a long time, but let me know so that way we can discuss something. I want you just to pay attention to some of the super chat ones, and we'll try to pick some of the best ones out. That's what I'll say. I might do a couple, and then we'll get on out of there. But make sure you guys are tuned in and check out everything, and we will get in there and we will discuss what's going on. But for myself and the man they call Derek, we are out of this episode of Everything Pro Wrestling. We'll be back next week with another Dynamite review. Also, make sure you check out me and Sean on Monday Clash of the Podcast. And tomorrow, talking some WWE 2K25 here on the channel with Brian Williams. Make sure you guys subscribe. Get me to 3K, man. Spread the word. Tell people. Let's make that happen, man.
3K.
Right? We're out, Derek. Let the people know. Catch you guys all on the next one.